What up, everybody? Illegit here. Just recently won the $100 buy-in, 20,000 guaranteed nightly turbo on PokerStars, and I didn't get a chance to record it while I was playing it, so I'm gonna play the hands here in a replayer, just so we can discuss some hands, see what I did, see what worked, what didn't work, and just take a look at some stuff. So early play, middle play, late play, all of it. So let's go. I'll skip through hands that are uneventful, I don't play, that are just folds. So okay, this one obviously okay, what's going on? Hold on. Okay, wait, I went ahead too far. Okay, there we go. Okay, skip that one. Okay, ace king, second hand of the tournament. My standard open here is 3.5x early on. After the first level, after the first level, it goes back to like 3x. Okay, big blind calls here. Early on the replayer, we can't really show notes of people and such, or see their statistics. But I had early on, I OPR all the players at my table and get a feel for whether they're good or bad. And I might have had notes on this player, but I knew he was really bad. And so on this flop, I'm just looking to value count him the whole way through. So when he checks to me here, I put normally against a competent player, I would c-bet smaller here, whether I had it or not. I'd bet like 90 to 100, usually about 90, because to try to induce like weaker hands to call, or induce it to make a bluff when I have it, or when I'm bluffing, it costs me less. So, but against a good player, I'm just trying to build a pot and take ace X to value town on every street. So that's why I bet bigger here against him, because I knew Gary Alice is a bad losing player. Against a good player, I pretty much try to keep my c-bet size consistent, and I'll vary the c-bet size based on the texture of the flop, and based on stack size, and based on position, but not based on the strength of my hand, because to avoid giving out kills. Okay, so he just folds though, and we take it down. Okay, jack 4 under the gun, fold it. Ace queen suited, this kind of interesting hand. Under the gun limps, folds around to me. Most of what he's limping is small, medium pairs and like suited connectors and stuff like that. So with ace queen suited, I think there's a definite raise here, just because even when we miss the flop, he's going to give up on so many flops with the type of hands that he has. And so here, we definitely c-bet this flop, basically for value / protection. He calls. 9's a pretty bad card, because jack 10 is a decent chunk of his range, as is like king jack, king 10, stuff like that. So I just check here. He bets, but he only bets like a third of the pot, so it's kind of a weird situation. I think I'm probably beat, but I might have some outs, or you know, he could have a worse queen, like queen jack, queen 10, and just be thinking he's protecting the best hand. River's backdoor spades get there, check. Now he bets a pretty sizable amount, and I just decide to give it up. Okay, king 3 in the small blinds, a fold. Okay, then we get right back into the action here. Middle position, open limps, and I know that this guy, well, just by open limping the middle position, you know the guy can't be very good. But even aside from that, I think I also had a read that he was bad. But anyways, my standard play here with almost any playable hand this deep, because in this tournament you start out for 150 big blinds deep, and I lost some chips, so I'm down to like, you know, like 125 big blinds deep, or whatever it is, 130. But this deep, I definitely raise over a fish open limper on the button with a very wide range of hands, basically anything semi-playable, to 4x or 4.5x. That's actually my standard. That's not like a variation play. That's what I do 100% of the time with those types of hands. Okay, we flop a flush draw, and it's a flop that is likely to hit our pre-flop raising range. So definite c-bet, and he calls. Turn is not really a great card for us, because If he has like a king jack, king 10, he's not going to give us credit for an ace now, and he's basically anything he called the flop with, he's calling the turn with, if he connected at all. So I'm just giving up and hoping for a spade. We hit a 6 on the end. I don't think it has much value, but he checks again. We're just going to go ahead and check it down and probably lose to a king or queen. No, as it turns out, he opened limp, jack 8 off, and called the raise out of position, which is awful, and then check called this flop, which is also awful, and let us hit a pair, and we win. So that was kind of nice. Okay, queen 4, 3-7, 6-4, deuce 7, jack deuce. 7-5 suited, a short table. Let's see what I do. Okay, I'll fold to someone raising right there. Calling wouldn't be too terrible though. Deuce 3 suited, fold. Jack 3 off under the gun. Queen deuce off in the big blind. 8-7 in the small blind. 4-7. 5-9 suited. 3-4. Jack 10. Let's see. Okay, ace 10. I think someone opens in front of me here, so I won't play ace 10 when someone else is raising. That's for sure. Let's see. Next hand. Pocket fours. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, this guy open limps. With the blinds up to 30-60 now, it's not really great stack depth to be raising over the limper. We have less than 100 big blinds now, so I decided to over limp here, which is fairly standard. If I was on the button, I might make it 40, but with more players behind me, I think this is pretty standard over limper. Flop comes ace jack deuce rainbow, big blind checks, this guy checked. This is a good spot to just try to pick it up. You don't want to check it down and have this guy have like 5, 6, or 7, something like that. So I take a stab and take it down. Okay, now deuce 4, 10-3, jack 10 under the gun to fold. Okay, we got ace queen here. Let's see what happens. Okay, fold me on the button, raise, and well, you didn't see it, but I just raise and take the blind. Okay, jack 8 off in the cutoff is a fold. What was that? Ace 5 is a fold. Early on, we're just playing pretty straightforward, as you know. Okay, ace king in middle position. Let's see what happens here. Okay, this guy, who I know is really bad and is min raising a lot and playing loose, min raises under the gun. That means there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 400, almost 450 in the pot already. I only have 30 big blinds, so I'm just going to value shove here and hope to get called by him, by ace queen, ace jack, king queen, whatever he wants to call with. Early on, it's kind of an overbet shove that if you're playing all like competent players, it probably won't get called by any worse hand like ace queen or ace jack at this stage. But with so many bad players in, this is a standard shove in my opinion. Let's see, I get overcalled by ace king and we chop it up. Okay.